Namaste, welcome to Sri Lotus Yoga presentation with Phaedra and Nikota. Today we are going to be doing practices with breath, which is known as pranayama. Today's first practice we will start with Namaskar Mudra. We bring the hands together at the heart space. And we think in our mind, I salute my divine self. I salute the divine in all beings. When we work with pranayama, we make sure we are seated with a nice straight spine and we are comfortable. Our hips are above our knees. If you are not comfortable sitting on the floor, please sit in a chair. Today we will be starting with Dirgha Pranayama. Please place your hands on your lower belly. Begin to inhale your breath so the belly comes out like a little soft balloon. As you exhale, the hands will come a little closer and the belly draws inward. Inhaling, the hands come a little apart and the belly expands like a soft balloon. We take our time and we enjoy the breathing process in the lower belly. And then we move our hands up to the side of the ribs. Now our breath will be felt on the inhale, expanding out to the side in the rib space. As we exhale, the hands move inward and so do the ribs. And then we move our hands up to the upper chest, feeling the breath in this area in and around the heart space and the upper chest, where the hands are sitting. As human beings, we breathe only 10 to 15% of our capacity. So it is important that we take the time to sit each day and breathe. This practice we are doing today is known as three-part breathing or Dirgha Pranayama. Now we're going to put all of those three breath practices together. So on the inhale we start our breath in the lower belly and we bring it up to the ribs, right up towards the chest. On the exhale, the chest relaxes, the ribs move inward, and the belly draws softly in. The inhale, belly expands, rib expands, and the chest expands, filling the whole thoracic cavity. As we exhale, breath moves down. We try and sit with a nice straight spine, and a softness to our face. We are relaxed in our whole being, enjoying the practice of full yogic breathing. You may also like to feel the breath in the sides and the back of your body. And after we next exhale, we rest our hands down in our lap or on our knees and just let the breath relax. Notice how we feel, feeling any new sensations in the body and even a nice calm to the mind. When we work with pranayama, prana meaning life force, ayama meaning control or extension, we are learning to revitalize our entire body, opening our heart chakra and calming our mind. We are giving beautiful oxygenation to our bloodstream, making the body more aerobic. Most disease is known as anaerobic, meaning if there is a poor oxygen environment. So our next practice, we will take a mudra, which is a practice where we create a mudra with the hands in this case, known as Hansi Mudra. Hansi Mudra is known as the smiling mudra. And yes, it makes us feel happy, it uplifts our energy, our mood, and it expands us into a place of joy and freedom so that we can reconnect to our optimistic self. So to create this mudra, we take our index finger, our middle finger, and our ring finger, and they all come to touch the thumb. The little finger stands up and is relaxed. We rest the hands down onto the knees with the palms facing up. We first take a couple of relaxed breaths. So with our Hansi Mudra today, we will be practicing what is known as the Kaki Mudra with the mouth. This is simply to purse the lips forward as if you were about to place a straw in between the lips. And from here, we will draw the cool inhale breath in through the slightly open lips. When we're ready to exhale, we lightly close the mouth, pressing the lips lightly together, and let the exhalation flow through both nostrils. You may have your eyes closed with this practice, or you may also have your eyes slightly open and looking down at the ground at one spot. Kaki Mudra, the shape of the mouth, is a breath practice we use to create longevity and the feelings and well-being that is associated with longevity and good health. When the breath is drawn in through the lips on the inhale, we feel a cool feeling to our mouth, our throat, and we may even like to follow the breath all the way down into the stomach. When we exhale, we may like to envision that the energy is rising from the very base of our spine all the way up to the very top of our spine in the middle of the mind. And then after our next exhalation, we sit and we enjoy the sensations. We return to a simple, natural breath. And we are able to feel the difference in our attitude with the Hansi Mudra providing us with a feeling of happiness and joy. The breath of the Kaki Mudra provides us with a sense of good health and well-being. Now, so that we can enable the nadis, which are the main nerve plexus that crisscross and circulate around over the spine, we will start by taking one of our hands and closing off our right nostril. Very lightly and gently inhaling through our left nostril. Our left nostril relates to what is known as Ida Nadi. I-D-A, Ida. Ida represents the moon, the feminine aspect. It provides us with a calm and collected nature. The breath is nice and easy, drawing in and out on our exhale. We may like to use our practice from the Dirgha Pranayama when we're working in this way. We may like to, as we're inhaling, fill from the belly to our ribs, all the way to our chest. And the same on the exhale. You may hold the eyes closed, or the eyes look downward and focus at one spot, keeping the eyes quite still. We are mindful not to press too hard on the right nostril. We press lightly so that not to stimulate or overstimulate the right nostril as we are working with the left. And then we can change over. After our next exhalation, we'll change and close our left nostril so that we are now breathing in and out of our right nostril. This is our side that is known as Surya Nadi. Surya represents the sun, the masculine, and this is the side that we breathe through when we are looking for more energy. Today we are breathing through both sides as we are creating a nice balanced effect for the whole system. We must be sure we are not pressing too hard into the right nostril, and our eye focus, which is known as drishti, is very relaxed. If our eyes are closed, we may look into the blank space that appears in front of the closed eyes, which is known as chirakasha. If our eyes are wanting to be open, we find one spot that is not moving below us on the floor, and we try and keep our eyes as still and focused as possible. After our next exhalation, we'll relax our hand back down and create our Hansi Mudra again and return to soft, gentle breathing. We have come to the end of our pranayama practice for children over the age of 8 years old. So we will bring our hands back together in Namaskar Mudra. Here we use the term Namaste, where it is, I recognize the goodness, the glory and the beauty in all beings as I do myself. Thank you for watching. Namaste from Phaedra and Nikota.